Imagine my surprise one morning I went out and I found this big old hole in this pot. It has my peas growing in it. It has the two seedlings, and one on the right pointing to it right now, and then the other one on the left in between the scallions. And there's the hole right there. They didn't damage the seedlings, but well, at least not. Yeah, they actually didn't, because they ended up coming back the next day or the day afterwards and completely dug up like one of the seedlings of the peas. And then in this one is the lettuce. You see it's completely dug up. I fixed it, replanted some more seeds, and they came back like the very next day or the day after it was and dug it up again. And then this one is the pepper pot, and you can see the hole right there. It's a little hard to tell how deep it is, but that was a pretty deep hole. I don't know what they were digging for. I realized later on it might have been because I watered them. Here, this is lettuce and carrots. The lettuce survived, but I did plant some other stuff right in the empty space you see right there. And all these were carrots. A lot of them completely dug up. Some of them broke, some of them still survived. But I realized it might have been the water that I had rinsed out my rice pot with. And like I remember in this pot in particular, it still had some rice grains in it. So they didn't really dig in this pot, but they did eat the rice that was on top. But in these other pots where they're digging, like this one too, they dug a hole in there. I don't know, so I don't know what they were digging for. Because the only thing was, it was rice water, which had some rice grains that fell in that pot with the lettuce and tomatoes, and some bean water that I think, soaking beans in. And see, here they go digging in this one too. So I don't know what they were digging for, but they messed up so many of my pots. They didn't dig in every single one, thankfully. And as you can see, some of these other seedlings are still there. But for the ones that I am showing you, they just made a mess. And I spread some red pepper flakes, and it did not work. They came right back. So anyway, here's an update of my peas. I thought I lost one because the next day I only found one left. The other one was just all mixed in the dirt, and I actually went through the dirt to look and couldn't find the second seedling. So I planted another one to replace it, and it actually popped up. The one that went missing actually popped back up on its own. So I have three peas in that pot. Okay, so this is the Butter King lettuce that was originally completely all dug up and out, as you've seen earlier. And so I replanted it, put it on this table that's sitting in the yard, really old table. And by having it out here on the table, it's a lot less of a temptation to the rats that keep going by and back and forth. And they can still climb, but as you can see, they haven't disturbed anything on this table. So very happy about that. And so here's the lettuce and carrots and tomato pot that was originally on the ground as well, and now I put this on top of the table as well. So they are doing good. And so I know that the rats will leave my plants alone if I don't water them with water that has rinsed out the rice pot or rinsing beans or anything like that. So, and red pepper flakes do not work.